Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, we the people are living together in the same planet, having several things to be done with each other. There are certain issues to be resolved, certain agreements to be reached. That is how the we human being are seen dealing, interacting with each other. And as far these all things are concerned, these are all done through negotiation, through talks. These talks are held between the countries, between the companies, major and small companies, and even on the individual level. So these negotiations are held, my dear friends and fellows. Look, so negotiation is an art or science, whatever you call it, but it is something that each one of us need to learn, because by learning this art of negotiation, I think that we can avoid the bad deals with other people, and we can safeguard our own interests, our own benefits. We do have to do it for ourselves, for our loved ones, because if at all we are not doing it, who else will do it? I think, as far the other party is concerned, they might not be as fair, they might not be as honest, they might not be as sensible, intelligent, or whatever you call it. So, expecting from the other side, from the other party, that they will be automatically giving you what you deserve, I think it might not be the right thing at all. The thing is that we do have to negotiate with them, we do have to hold the talks with them, and we do have to somehow make a deal in a sensible, in an intelligent manner, so that we are able to safeguard our own interest and benefit, so that we are avoiding the bad deal, so that we avoid losing important interest to the other party or to anyone else. So that negotiation, I think it is really important and important for us to learn. Today we are going to talk about it, about the negotiation and how to negotiate. What are the things which needs to be taken care of if at all we are going for a negotiation, and we will speak on the subject in this manner: 10 rules for negotiations. 10 rules for negotiation. What are those 10 rules? I think we need to keep this thing in mind. First is, don't view it as win lose scenario. Don't view it as win lose scenario. I think that it should be taken as a win win scenario, and of course not as a lose win scenario, my dear friends and fellows. I think that we should be careful and cautious about that. We should be careful and cautious about that. Our intentions must be good one, and our intention must not be that we have create a kind of zero sum situation. We don't have to think like this one, rather, and we don't even have to think like, a win lose situation. Rather, we do have to create a win win situation. That is actually mean that we are actually not only seeking to safeguard our own interest, rather we will cooperate the other party so that they are also able to do what they deserve actually. So the number one, don't view it as win lose scenario. Number two, it's a collaborative discussion. Yes, it's a collaborative discussion. Mean we have to collaborate, cooperate with each other. Mean as far this discussion is concerned, we do have to collaborate and we do have to cooperate with the other party, and that is the it is a collaborative discussion. We do have to understand this in this thing, that it is a collaborative discussion. Number three, Don't make any assumptions. Very, very, very important, because it is a very, very common factor, very, very common thing almost amongst all the people, that we are seen making, creating the assumption, and these assumptions become the basis of the negotiation. I think that we should not be, rather must not be creating any sort of assumption at all, because if at all we have assumed that the party is a very honest one, I think they might not be as honest as this one. If at all we have assumed that this party, the party we are negotiating with, is a dishonest one, again it might be either totally wrong or partially wrong. I think that as far these assumptions are concerned, these take us toward the wrong direction. These become the fundamental, the basis of the foundation of the discussion and the negotiation. And if at all these assumptions are wrong, I think that everything else will be wrong. So the right thing is not to have any sort of assumption at all. Number four, show up prepared. Yes, once we are participating, once we are going to hold the talks, I think that we must be prepared one. We need to do the homework, a proper homework. Only then we can say that yes, I am prepared. And not only this thing, rather every time we are going to hold the discussion or the negotiation, as there could be several stages of this discussion, several rounds of this discussion and negotiation. So I think before going for any sort of talk, before going for any sort of discussion, we must be prepared. And not only this thing, rather everything the people are asking, I think that we should seek time, that I let me think upon this for a while, and then I shall be able to respond to you better. And if at all they are well prepared, so it's not bad for you actually. So be show up prepared. Number five, know the different levers you can pull. Yes, different lever. There is a lever in the train, that if at all some sort of emergency like situation does happen, you can pull this lever, I think, so that the train could be stopped, or the driver will consider the stopping of the train. That is what happened here in the underdeveloped countries like Pakistan and similar countries. I don't know whether it does happen there in the developed countries or not, but I think that look upon the lever, and the levers are very, very, very important. Look that if at all you are driving a car, or any sort of vehicle, so there is a lever, and upon which the steering is based, and now the steering is fixed. Now we move the steering, and the vehicle takes turn. So although the vehicle is a big one, despite all that, it is the power of the lever actually which is doing the work. So there are certain levers, there are certain people who can become a lever, there are certain other items which can be used as a lever. I think that we need to understand what type of levers are available to me, and we need to utilize them at the right time, in the right manner. So know the different levers you can pull. Number six, get anything important in writing. Yes, indeed, get anything important in writing. If at all we are going for a negotiation, I think what, and we have prepared it now, whatever was important, we can write it on the paper, and there, if at all a kind of agreement has been reached, so the wise thing is to put it on the paper, to put it in writing. So get everything important in writing. Get everything important in writing. Number seven, sometimes you have to give to get. Sometimes you have to give to get. Yes, not only that we have to keep getting, rather we have to give as well. And maybe to get anything, we do have to give as well. So giving is important. So giving it the right amount, the right quality, the right quantity, the rightly important, mean we have to be very careful, and we have to be very considerate about what we are giving, and to get whatever we want to get. Number 8, be 100% transparent, clear, and honest. Yes, we need to be 100% transparent, clear, and honest. That is very, very important indeed. Be 100% transparent, clear, and honest. Very, very important. Number 9, cut with the tactics. Cut with the tactics. It means that we have to find a middle ground. Cut with the tactics. And the 10th and the last is strive to come together. Yes, we need to strive, and we need to motivate the other person that you need to strive as well, so that we are able to come together. Thank you.